So, based on the purpose for the study, I came up with four major research questions. What does collaboration mean for elementary school teachers? How do teachers experience collaboration within their professional learning community? What challenges or successes have the teachers experienced? And what prevents or encourages teachers to collaborate? So, these four questions obviously are very collaboration heavy, but because collaboration is the largest part of a successful professional learning community, I'm going to use those research questions to determine the PLC's function. It will having that teacher input from the research can definitely lead to more informed practices, especially in regards to professional development or trainings that are needed. Is this district truly a professional learning community? Are we encouraging and fostering collaborative teaching environments? So I'm hoping to get a lot of data from this that really kind of shows what successes the district is experiencing and what areas of need there still are, because there's research that is out there about PLCs and about collaboration, but there needs to be more. So for my research design, I'm using a mixed methods approach. So I'm going to be using a Likert scale survey and an open-ended survey. The Likert scale survey I used from a one of the studies that I actually found during my literature review. They had like a 25 question survey based on teacher collaboration and thought they had really great questions. So I and used that, adapted the survey for my purposes. And then I also created my own open-ended survey questions for the end. There's five of them just to provide teachers with the opportunity to expand upon some of their ratings and provide just more information or clarification on parts of their collaborative experiences. So after the survey is collected, I'm going to be taking a subsample of teachers to actually interview face to face to dive a little bit deeper and really get to the heart of their collaborative experiences within this PLC. And based on the information I receive, I'm going to organize all of it into different categories. So this is just my triangulation table. It has the four questions on the left, and then how each of those questions is answered by each of the different types of data collection. So you can see the open-ended questions will cover every single question, whereas the interview will as well, but the Likert scale will only cover some of the challenges or successes. So there will be some limitations to my study, the biggest being the sample size. Since I'm only using one district and just the elementary schools within the district and it being voluntary, there's a very real possibility that's going to be a very small sample size. And it could be difficult to find teachers who want to do the survey. We all have busy lives and there's a lot of expected of us, and it's kind of just one more thing. Um, there's also the limitation of teachers might not want to be interviewed. It could be very uncomfortable being interviewed face to face by a coworker, especially talking about things like collaboration and how they teach and the things that they're doing well or the things they're not doing well. So I just had to make it really clear on the consent form that, the relationship that I have with those coworkers isn't going to change. And the final limitation is the personal bias. I love collaborating. I have had really positive and wonderful collaborative experiences within our professional learning community. So I have to make sure that my own feelings towards it kind of stay out of it. So I tried to keep my questions empirical. I'm going to be really reflective and intentional about analyzing the data and trying to find those other trends.